Sounds like she needs a 28 days, if you know what I mean. Glug. Congressman, you've spent time with her. Is she as bad behind the scenes as it appears that she's in front of the scenes?
Yes.
Let me put it like this.
I would go in to negotiate with President Biden, and he'd only speak from cards.
Yeah.
And she'd come in, and he was still the smartest Democrat in the room. But if you watch Kamala's history, she starts really strong on a campaign. When she ran for president, she had the best opening. 40,000 people in Oakland, the most people online, and she never made it to Iowa. Mm-hmm. When she ran for U.S. Senate in California, it's the top two, she ran against another Democrat, and they had to retool her campaign even when the party endorsed her. When she ran for Attorney General, it was the one seat on election night Republicans thought we won. We actually came close, but they took it up. Mm-hmm. And what I'm finding now is she started strong here, and you watch. She's being outworked. She can't talk to the press. No way can you become the leader of the free world and be afraid where a city council member takes more questions than you do.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah. Wow. Do you have any dirt?
Yes. I mean,
She
just dropped the sandbox on her.
Is she like a cocktail? Doesn't she like into wine or something? I'm just trying to figure out what is going on in her head, man. She
never invited me out for a drink.
All right. Good answer. Kat, she's on this like so-called media blitz. She did Call Her Daddy, The View. She's doing The View, I guess, tomorrow. Stern.
That'll be tough.
Yeah, 60 Minutes to just aired. What do you think?
Yeah, that was kind of tough to watch a little bit. I mean, she should return to the scene of that teleprompter. Because you have to sometimes things go wrong in live events. You know this happens in your shows too. Sometimes things, and you gotta just go with it and figure it out. I really do feel that Trump handled being shot at more smoothly. And I know, because if you can't, that's fine too. Just say, oh, let the audience know there's something going on, because we're not idiots. Yeah. We noticed that we saw your whole face just do a thing that your face wouldn't have done if everything was okay.
Yes.
And then you just kept saying 32 over and over again. And it would have been fine if you just, the teleprompter went out, and then she could have said something like, that's why we can't automate everything. Yeah. And I'll stand for all you got to be able to talk like a human being to other human beings. And these interviews, I mean, the Call Her Daddy one was fine. It was like they just talked about women's reproductive issues the whole time. Very smooth, very simple, very easy.
All that yucky stuff.
But if you have, that you do feel that way. If you have to, then you can at least be self-deprecating a little bit. It's okay to do that. Do it first so other people can do it for you. Yeah. That's what I always do anyway. Mm-hmm.
Tyrus, when Joe would make that face that she made, it was usually because, he had an accident.
Joe also has dementia, so you kind of got to give him a break there, you know? She likes to tell everyone that she's always the last one in the room. Mm-hmm. I think it's time we inform her that she's in the wrong room.
That was good.
I get you don't like going to briefings, but this is about you're selling yourself. Mm-hmm. And when you need a teleprompter to talk about yourself, that's when you go back to the bartender and you say, stop over serving. You're killing my campaign. Because there's no other explanation. The barkeep needs to go. Because no one's this dumb. Yeah. Like this. If this was my child and they talked that way, we would be in speech therapists, we would psychologists, I would get a voodoo specialist, I would do an exorcist. Like, what is wrong? You open your mouth and nothing comes out. Like, I didn't even know she was talking about Magic Johnson until Magic Johnson jumped in and said it again. Like, oh, there's the 32. This election is not close. There's no way in blue hell this is close. There's just impossible. Nobody is. Listen. have a problem. Hillary Clinton, I didn't like her policies, but she could present, she could debate, no problems. Waltz, at least I know what policies he's talking about, except the weird face stuff, but that's fine. At least he could speak on it. She can't speak on it. This isn't the job where you figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
So I think America's going to say no. And I don't, like I said, I don't think, there's no way this is close.
You know, I was watching clips of SNL, Loftus, and they actually, when they did the skit on Kamala, they used the drinking trope. She was drinking, and I thought, well, if that is like bled into their world, what is that saying, right? That means that's something to identify her with.
It's painfully obvious that there's no there at all. When you can't riff a countdown and you have the starting number, right? She's like, there's only 32 days left in this election, and then, what do I do now? 31, boss! At least you should go to whip out, 32 is from a small middle class number. She couldn't go, it's now the thing about 32 is it's two curvy numbers and then a curve and a straight line. It's the transgender of numbers, and we have to accept it for how it is. And good luck, Kamala. Good luck. How did she work a combination in high school?
It's easy. 1, 2, 3. What's next? 4.
Oh, man.
Go to break.
All right, up next, FEMA makes a fuss over LGBT+.